Check 1 2, check 1 2. Miami on the Rocks, Casey Chops. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at MIA on the Rocks. Follow us on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Today's guest got the homie Reazy Renegade in here. How are you, sir?
Hey,
Renegade, dog. Like, first of all, I've known you for a minute, bro. It's got to be over 10 years.
Yeah, man.
I remember we met. We were at your old studio in Broward because you're a Broward boy, right?
Yeah.
We both Broward. We're in Broward.
Miramar.
Okay, Miramar, and we were like, I think we're around the same. We were like, what, 18? Like just out of high school, I think it was.
Dude, I was like, at that point, I was 21. I think I'm 2 years.
You were 20. Okay, yeah, we were both around 21. And I was at your old studio, and it was, I believe it was like your signing party for when you signed to Khaled, right?
Yeah.
Were We the Best.
Yep.
So
welcome to my hood release party.
That's what it was. Yeah. Welcome to my hood release party. And yeah, bro, I remember you were there. That's where I met you. And signing to Khaled, that was your first big placement, right? The Welcome to My Hood, DJ Khaled's single.
Yep.
And we're here, bro. What year was that? That was like 2010?
11.
Yeah. And now, bro, fast forward a decade, we're here. You're doing big things, you know. I appreciate you pulling up. How's everything been, bro? We were talking briefly. First of all, for the people that don't know, Reazy, he was, part of We the Best and did a lot of Khaled's older stuff. Now, you got like a Fortnite smash, first of all, bro. I remember my little cousin was playing Fortnite and I hear Renegade. I'm like, bro, is that Reazy's drop? We got to talk about that because everyone thinks that's the name of the record, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to get to all that. But anyway, so talk to me, bro. Let's go through your story. You're at We the Best, 21 years old. You got that first placement.
Yeah.
What are you? Well, what's
I mean, going through that, that whole experience. I feel like I was learning as a producer, learning the game, learning the business, and getting better as a producer. So as like producer for Khaled, I took that as like, me a lot of like my keys that opened the door for me.
It's like learning from Yoda, bro.
Yeah. So, I mean, and even just the network of people that I know now comes from just that and extended. So, like, let's do that. That went from like 6 years. I was in a group, and then during that whole We the Best thing, we had broke up, but I was still We the Best working with Khaled. Ended up producing about 2 or 3 more of his singles after that. And, in my 6th year, I just told Khaled, I'm like, hey, I want to try something else. I want to spread my wings. I want to, I have a lot of ideas I want to do for myself, like as not just a producer, as an artist. Like I consider myself as an artist because like a lot of my music comes from like visual inspiration to me. And I feel like, and I feel
you good. We'll make any edits, by the way.
I feel like that just molded me as a producer. But fast forwarding past that, I got out of that, and then I just started doing. I moved to New York.
That's interesting you say that, bro, because I went through a similar situation. Like when you're under someone that's huge, like you got like for me, I was under Laz, and he was like, DJ Laz was like my mentor. I was around under him for like 5 years, helping him out. And then it came to a point where it's like, bro, when am I gonna like move for me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, that conversation is hard to have, or it's like, bro, I love you, but we need to, part ways so I could focus on myself. Yeah. And the real ones will understand that,
Yeah. And, he understood that. He was like, yo, he told me, he's like, I already knew that, you're going to do what you do. So, and like fast forwarding through that, moved to New York right after that.
What made you want to do that?
I mean, it was just something, I just needed something new. Like the city, like I was here my whole life, and like I just wanted to like, expand my network. And they say, if you make it in New York, you can make it anywhere.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I go there with my friend Cena, who at that time worked for MTV. My friend was like, oh, come up here to New York, come visit. I'm going to take you to MTV and like, I'm going to just, move you around. So I went up there just planning to go for 1 week. And then just so much shit started happening. I started going in this office, doing this, working with this artist, this in this studio this night. And then it just kept going and going where I was like, you know what? it's time for me to make that
This
move.
is where it's at. Let's stay here.
So let me just, soak up this culture and add some more.
What was one of the first sessions when you went to New York that you're like, oh shit, okay, this is looking like I gotta stay? Like,
I mean, to be real, the very first day I was there, I was in the MTV building. So I was there doing stuff with my boy Cena, like interviews and stuff. And then, so that was the first big kick. And then, Chinks is my boy, Chinks Joe, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, yeah.
So he was up there. He said, yo, come to the studio. So I went to that. That was my first session. I'm in there like, yo, knocked out 2 joints. And then somebody else was in there, like, yo, come over here with Dave East. Okay, went over there and then just started doing that. And it's like, I really found like the 4 or 5 artists that I really wanted to work with up there. And I just kept feeding them.
So let the people know real quick some of the artists you've worked with.
Dave East, Young Dolph, Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, who else? K Camp, Future, like literally Moneybagg Yo, like literally
everybody.
Yeah.
Dope. So you're in New York for 5 years, moving and shaking up there. Are you enjoying the city? Like, how are you liking the lifestyle?
I'm loving the city, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's getting to I'm working myself up where I can, walk in the radio stations, walk in here, walk in any studio, and like it's Renegade. And like when I started noticing that, I'm like, all right, we in NYC, we doing it, because this is a hard thing to do where you can just maneuver,
jump right in, start moving, like
but it wasn't even just that. It was like I was just pounding it into myself to deliver every time. Like, that's where I wanted to do. I'm like, okay, this is where you're gonna prove yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? People are watching out here. You know what I'm saying? You're not from here. They want to see what you're gonna do. So, and I just, I did what I did, and then I was just like, after that, like after working and solidifying myself up there, I was like, you know what? It's time to go home.
First of all, how was that cold for 5 years? You were just in there for 5 years, like.
Oh my gosh, I was there for 5 years, 3 blizzards, one of the worst ones in the history up there. Yeah.
You were staying in Jersey, you said?
Yeah, I was in Jersey. I was living so I lived in Harlem for like the first 3 years. And then the next 2 years I lived in Jersey, in Edgewater and Inglewood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dope. Yeah, man. How do you feel about it now? Like, it feels like different. I haven't gone, like, I usually go to New York maybe 2-3 times a year, but it's like
something just told me, like, you know what, go back home. Like, and literally 6 months later, COVID happened.
Sheesh. What timing.
I don't know if you know New York, but like, if you ride in the subway, you're going to get, like, there's been many times where I take the subway like a couple times and just get sick or something like that. So I knew, like, if I was still in New York, I would have definitely caught COVID before they knew what it was or what was happening. It was just a shit show. So I was
crazy.
I was so happy to be down here and be back home. And I just, as soon as I got here, I already knew where to go. I hit the ground running again.
Facts.
Yeah.
Seems like all my friends, bro. I had like at least 5 friends from New York move down here, bro. Everyone's leaving there, coming down here, bro.
All my friends from Jersey live here now. It's like we all still together. It's so crazy. Like I still got my friends from up there because everybody just vacated from.
I think that it took the pandemic for people to realize, like, living down here is like paradise, bro. It's like, why would you go up? Why would you want to live? Shout out to all my New Yorkers, and there is things about New York, like, I do like that grimy feel of the city, you know what I'm saying? Like, it does keep people kind of like on edge all the time, which is why I think New Yorkers are always on edge and shit.
And the feel of the city is unmatched in New York.
Right.
I can't say, like, I love Miami and I really do feel like it's the best city, but New York has its things that nowhere else will ever have. And you feel what I'm saying? Those vibes and just those visuals that, I used to see on the daily, you can get five-star meal 24 hours a day. And
it's constant energy, constant inspiration. Like
all over the place. So, that's something I miss about the city. But
my boys, my couple friends that are up there still, I'm like, because I usually go up there to DJ a couple times. They're like, bro, don't even come up here, bro. Everyone's coming down here. They're like, yo, you're not missing anything. Yeah. There's something different in the city right now, especially my friends that live in the BX. They're like, bro, don't, it's spooky out here right now. Like, it's not even worth it to come out here.
All my friends that move here, they're like, yo, what were we thinking? Like, could we live up there all this time? They're like, how could we live up north? Like when they came here, they're just like,
Damn,
like how can we even live up?
that's when New Yorkers come over here, bro. They see a swimming pool and some grass and a palm tree, and bro, they don't know how to act.
Right.
That's why I had to move to the studio. I had my boys from New York come. They landed. I used to stay in Hollywood across from the Hard Rock, kind of like in the hood of my old apartment doing the podcast. I had some dudes from New York pull up, bro. They pulled up in a one of those spiders. What is it called? The slingshots. Doing donuts in my little residential shit. Like the sun is out. I'm like, bro, I need to move, bro. I'm about to get like. But so you're in New York making moves, and you come back down. Everyone's down here now. And you catch a hit with you build a relationship with K-Camp, right? Yeah. You catch that hit. For the people that don't know, there's a song. What is the actual name of the song?
Lottery.
There it is, Lottery. Yeah. I've been playing that at Brick too. And for the people that don't know, that song blew up from Fortnite, right?
No, it actually blew up from TikTok.
Got you.
So I want to say we blew up TikTok.
Okay, well, if anyone before you explain, for anyone who plays Fortnite, which is the biggest game in the world, there's a song that always comes on. You'll hear and it goes Renegade, Renegade, and it has a super catchy beat, and it's just popular in Fortnite. But Renegade, when you hear that, that's Reazy's drop. So whatever song he produces, he uses that Renegade, Renegade. But people don't understand that, so people thought the song was called Renegade. But yeah, shed some light on that.
Yeah. So basically, I did a song with K-Camp. It blew up on TikTok. This is when TikTok was just starting as the name TikTok before it was like Musically or something.
Yeah, that's right.
And then it went to TikTok, and it was really like one of the first joints that blew up there. They did a dance, the Renegade Challenge. I remember Chico calling me, my manager Chico, he called me like, yo, you seen the Renegade Challenge? Google that. And I Googled it, and I just seen a whole bunch of kids dancing like to the same dance. I'm like, yo, what is this? Like, so I download TikTok. Millions of videos. Millions.
What? How long after the release of the song?
Maybe about 9-10 months.
Oh, so this is already old, kind of. This record's old.
The record was like building gradually. Like it was, we had already went gold with the record. Shit. Like that's why it was like crazy that that wasn't even like, that was just the start of the takeoff. After that, it led to that. It led to Fortnite, to the Taco Bells, to the Champion, to the White House, to literally everything that somebody could touch in music, as far as syncs, as far as anything, it went everywhere.
That's crazy, bro. What is, bro? You don't have to tell me an exact number. I'll just like read your facial expression. But for the people listening, dog, what does like a Fortnite bag look like, bro? From having
Definitely 6 figures.
Okay, I was gonna say like
because that's Fortnite. That's the biggest in the game. They not only did not put the song in there, they put the challenge in there. I have a skin in there myself that looks like me.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a toy of my skin.
Wow.
And like this is a lot of things that people don't know. It's just because it's like.
And you probably never thought in your life, bro, that you'd be like, you know what I mean, like
I still turn on the game like. And I'm just like, oh my.
Renegade. Just hear this bro. And it's the biggest game. That's crazy.
And it's so crazy. Like kids under 10 and under, that's what they say. Like, hey, it's the guy from the guy from Fortnite. Mom is the guy from Fortnite. Like, that's what I get that so much.
So how does it work? Like, as far as, without going too in detail, is it just they give you a bag and you just sign the rights to the song and they could do whatever they want with the song? Or they don't give you like royalties and like.
Nah, they don't. Nobody.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen like, and when they were first starting and they started putting the dances and stuff in there was a lot of like.
Copyright issues and shit.
So they fixed that, and the way they do that is like you just a regular thing. You license them for an amount of time. In this case, it's forever.
Right.
And
what was the dance that was going through that? The
Renegade.
Come alive. There was.
Nah. You talking about out west? There was another one.
What's the one with the dance? And
the shoot.
They were talking about, yo, can you copyright a dance? And I'm here like, damn, that's a good question. Like, what do you think? You think you should be able to copyright a dance? Like, if you do something on YouTube, we do a dance, it blows up, and a video game steals our dance.
So that's like, I feel like it's to the discretion of the company, and now that's how it goes. Like, you physically right now can't copyright a dance.
Right.
Like everybody, you can't just say, "Oh, this is my," like, because we all have movements.
Yeah, like if I touch my eyebrows into a beat, like
you might accidentally do the dance one day and not even know it. So you can't copy.
It's like, fam, Michael Jackson had that in the '60s. What are you doing?
So it's like I think the company is now has the respect, and they figure like, hey, yeah, these are one of a kind dance. This is timeless. This is pop culture. We would have to credit and give, whatever they have to do just to make it seem like they don't own the dance, but they're gonna do whatever they can to give credit to whoever made
Got
the
you.
dance.
As they should, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But and then that song has its sound. I feel like it's hard for it's one thing to be a producer, have a hit, but it's another thing to like carve out your own sound. So like when you hear a record, you don't even have to hear the drop per se and be like, yo, wait, that's a Reazy song or that's a whoever, vinyl, so whatever it is. But so that sound had a certain type of beat to it with the 808s. And I see that you channeled that same sound for this new single you dropped, right? With K Camp as well.
Yeah.
Talk about this new single that kind of has, a resemblance of the Fortnite song.
Yeah, so Ballin', which is a record I just dropped with K Camp and Rich the Kid, and I feel like I don't want to say it sounds the same, but if it's a mold, it's something that only me and K Camp can do together.
Right.
It's not a sound that I filter to everybody or I give to these beats.
Got you. So you define that sound with K Camp because you're
I
right. He does have a certain flow and a certain pocket that he's in.
Exactly. So like I'm not that type of beat. I don't show it to other because I know he's gonna find it. He knows what it is. He knows how it's supposed to do on that sound. We made that sound together. So it's kind of like for the second single I want to say is Renegade 2. It's like I had to bring K Camp back on it and it had to be that sound because why not shoot again?
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like
the same formula, his flow it fits that pocket of that sound, that beat perfectly, bro. So what else is good, bro? Now you come back to Miami, right? And I see you dabbling. Shout out to Tone and Mike G. We was at Karma. We was in the club. You sent me some records. They sounded good in the club. You sent me a Dembow record, which is dope. You come back to Miami. I'm sure you realize, like, yo, the Latin thing over here is huge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is that something you're like, yo, I want a piece of this pie? Like, I want to fuck with a little bit?
I mean, it's so crazy because it's like 90% of my good friends are Colombian or Puerto Rican.
That's me. Yeah,
Cuban.
That's me too. Yeah.
So it's like, and then like they see me in the club. They're like, they see Reazy with a whole bunch of Colombians. Like it's crazy, but these are my real true friends like that. You know what I'm saying? And they looking at me like, yo, why not? And they producing these big songs for like the biggest artists like Faruko and all of that. And I'm just like, they like, yo, why don't we gotta do some stuff? Like we gotta work together. And I'm like, yeah, let's like, tag team. Y'all bring you into my world, and we'll bring you into ours. Like it's just go. And coming back here, I actually, after Lottery, after the Renegade record, actually signed a label deal with Empire. And I had my label Hits Only Music Entertainment with Chico, with my manager Chico. And we out here, that's the culture. I already knew where to go with with Dembow and the reggaeton, like with these guys. Like I already knew, like, yo, this is it down here. Like this is the place for it.
And you've kind of always, since we grew up down here, we've always kind of heard it. You know what I mean? Like we kind of know the sounds and shit. We know what moves the crowd. Like you know.
Like when my girl came down here, she was like, "It's very tropical down here." Because in New York, you don't hear nothing. You don't hear nothing like that. You don't hear no.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear some Dembow, of course. Cause
you go uptown. Yeah.
But like everything else is like not like here. It's like
the sun's out. The sun's out over here.
So it's like I have to get into my roots. So then I got Dembow track coming out. I got a dance hall track coming out. Afrobeats track coming out. These are just like these are my roots. Like a lot of people know me for like doing the hip hop,
trap,
But people here know I could do any pop music. Is like Latin music, something that moves the people. I think that's really what it's about for me. Is like just the dance aspect. I like to see my music move
people. That's dope you say that. Yeah, that's dope you say that.
So that's why you hear like all my songs got dance elements in it. Like even with the new one, Ballin', it's just like that. It's just that beat that's gonna make you. It's got a bop.
If you don't bounce, like you have no soul, bro. Like like and just being from a DJ, I like having these conversations with producers. Just the climate of music right now, especially hip hop. It doesn't do that. It doesn't move people.
And that's why I feel like it's just so much pain and like so much depression and you know, we forgot how to have fun. Like, let's have fun. Like, don't be afraid to dance.
Well,
Don't be,
but
you know
that's
what I'm
the
saying?
thing,
Don't
bro.
be self-conscious. Like,
We're from down here. We've always danced, bro. Our music has Dade County, Broward County, Palm, the Tri-County has always had tempo. There's always been. We've had the Miami Juke. We've had the where there's booty dance in the night. We've had shit that's gonna make you move because we're a Caribbean melting pot. We're gonna move. But when you realize when you go to New York, you go to Philly, you go to Chicago, you go to Boston, you go to these places where it's gray, gloomy, and cold. Motherfuckers like do not want to.
They just want to
like if you're in the club and you move, it's like a sign of weakness.
Yeah,
because you always gotta be like on guard, like guarding yourself on alert in New York. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to live like that all the time, dog. You know, I want to let loose and have some fun. I like women, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just I don't want to be in warrior mode all the time over here.
Yeah, and that's the thing with, you know, not just here. Like I'm just trying to bring that back around the board. Like don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to bust out. Like, you know, and there's a stigma right now with like TikTok and, you know, dances on TikTok. Like I just feel like TikTok has brought out the most creative years of that you've seen, like millennials and Gen Z. Like these people, this is the most creativity we've ever seen ever. Visually.
Yeah, but it's bad.
Ever.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate, Reazy. It's bad too because I saw a poll where it said like, yo, if you, they took a poll from like everyone from like 15 to like 25, 80. They're like, yo, what do you want to be when you grow up? 80% of people said like influencers on TikTok. I'm like, bro, saying, yo, we can't have a country full of influencers, but we about to get taken over by Russia, dog. What are we gonna TikTok ourselves out of that shit?
Like, you are correct about that, but when I say like creativity, I mean like the people, the actual influencers,
you're right,
really do it and stick out. These ideas are over the top, and this is like what I feel like agents and directors and that with actors and stuff, they were looking for this type of talent. They would go through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of auditions just to find one person, where now you could just go on TikTok and say, oh yeah, I like this guy, call him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It goes like it goes like that with music too, bro. And I kind of like it and I kind of don't, because it's just more shit it's more bullshit I gotta go through to find good quality. You know what I'm saying? Like when I love listening to music, but bro, it's so draining to me now because to find the good shit is I gotta listen to 10 whack songs before I get to one good song.
And that is the thing that I feel like is we're building up to and we're working to as like this new like viral culture is building up to how we're gonna weed out the good and the bad. We're figuring it out. Not, I mean, like the collective of like influencers if you look, they're starting to figure it out. They're starting to say, okay, well, nah, this actually is kind of whack. You know what I'm saying? Or there's something that's super dope that I heard that I would never I never thought I would like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right. But then it gets tricky because I feel like in our generation, not to like date us, but before social media, quality was judged as if it was good, it was of good quality.
Yep.
If it was bad, if it was of bad quality. But now to these new kids, whatever is quality is what gets views.
Yep.
So I could do something of bad quality and look like a clown and jump off my roof. But if it gets millions of views, people are looking at that like that's dope.
Yeah.
That's not dope. You look like a clown.
And that's a great I mean, that's a great idea, like what you just said, because when I see stuff like that, it's like you could choose what you want to see, but it's like where we are. This comes back to me saying like depression and pain and like people like seeing pain now, and they like seeing like people get hurt.
It's negativity. Yeah. I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know if it's how humans are just instinctively like
cancel culture. They like to cancel.
It's crazy.
People
censor
hurt.
people and not like want like it's so easy, bro. Reazy, I could just do a bunch of burps on my microphone. You could put some 808s behind it. We'll go viral with a burp beat. You know what I'm saying? But that shit is corny. You know what I'm saying? Like I can go viral today if I want to go viral. You know what I mean? But I have like a soul, or I have like integrity. You know what I'm saying? To like not do something.
I mean, let's just. I mean, to be clear, like when I put records out, I don't want to say for TikTok, but when I put it, it still has to be quality to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It has to be
right. Yeah. Let's not get that confused. Like if you're making one of those records, it falls under not quality. That's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then like there's records that might go viral, or songs that you might hear little 5 to 10 second clips of, but they don't make it past TikTok. Like records you hear that go viral, like Savage by like Meg Thee Stallion, and like those are the Cardi B, Up and Renegade and stuff. Like when those records went to radio, crazy records, boom.
Right.
They had big dances.
Right.
Out West by Travis Scott, big record, but
Right.
and it went to radio. That's why it could separate the quality, because these records actually went viral first. But
Right. And at the end of the day, for someone to make a whole dance to it, it got to be of substance if everyone wants to dance to it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and not only that, the same dance. Everybody doing the same exact dance. You know?
Yo, girls are doing TikTok dances in the club now, Reazy. I can't. I was talking to some girl I went on a date, and she told me, she showed me her IG, and she had like some TikTok videos. I'm like, nah, man, it was a deal breaker for me, bro. Chico, you could date a TikTok dancer? Be real. Nah, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's tough out here, bro. These chicks want to, be TikTok dancers.
Make a TikTok.
Yeah.
You know?
Yo. But yeah, man. So what's good? You gonna buy a crib in the metaverse?
Oh man, I've been in the metaverse for about a year now. All my friends could tell you, like I haven't bought any land there yet, but I'm in that joint. I'm in the Oculus, man. I'm in that joint.
For real? So someone paid $400,000 to live next door to Snoop Dogg in the metaverse.
Yeah, I seen that.
What a time, bro.
And I seen these 13 and 14-year-old kids making $80,000 by just making plots.
That's not good, bro. Yo, that's not good, because I'm going to tell you why, bro. Before, if you wanted to make bread, you had to go through a lot of bullshit. For example, for you, to get to where you're at now, successfully, financially, you know how much heartbreaking bullshit you had to go to? Yeah. Money just amplifies you, right? Yeah. So your journey is what built your character, and then your money amplified your character. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All the trials and tribulations you went to. These kids are hitting crypto licks. These geeks, these dweebs are hitting licks, and they're getting money. Now they're just like super dweebs with money. You know what I'm saying? And they're not going through any life trials and tribulations. You just made $100,000 like clicking a couple buttons. Like,
I have a couple super like young friends, like they're like 20, 21. And the reason why I know them, because they go out with me and party with me. And these kids came out of high school rich, not from their parents' money, because every time their parents would give them $20 for lunch, they would, let me buy a Bitcoin when it was 44 cents.
Ooh, damn, for real? Yes. Oh, then I give them props for that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I give them props for that.
They were on the crypto, like,
okay.
When there's nothing else to buy with your money at that age, like you're like, okay, let me go buy some coins or something. And guess what? Now, these kids had like 100 to 200 coins when it's $44,000. You do the math.
Crazy, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
21 driving Lambos and they don't even have to think about the stuff I had to think about. But you have to put it like this. Like, even our parents, it's the same way we just said it. Like, they were like, these kids don't gotta work for it. Like, we had a little bit less than they did in their generation before it. So this jump, it feels like that to us, but I think it's the same type of thing. We just have to learn to adapt, and their kids will do something else crazy that's gonna make them. You know what I'm saying? So
what other, as far as investments outside of music, anything else you're doing on the side besides when you're not in the studio?
Yeah, I mean, I'm big in crypto, super big.
Okay.
Like,
I sold all my. I'm not gonna lie to you, I sold everything, bro. I had a cool little lick, but I sold everything, bro. Like,
you gotta hold, man. You gotta be. I mean, it's a
my
long
Cardano,
game.
dog.
Yeah, I mean, that's a stable coin, so you could always buy back in with the Cardano.
Yeah, but it's been like, is that the? I don't know, bro.
But I mean, I caught the Dogecoin wave.
I caught that too. I gotta pay my taxes on it this year, though. I'm kind of tight. Capital gains taxes and shit killing me.
That shit is crazy.
Come on, Biden. But yeah.
I mean, that's pretty. I mean, I'm in the virtual, like anything tech, virtual, like even with just like, even from Fortnite, like trying to do more games now. I want to be.
How does that change the way you make music now? Because
it doesn't change, right? Because they want what we already make.
Got you.
You know what I mean? So if you're making a song, like they used to have them, like when Super Mario Bros. They made a song just for Super Mario. Now they want
licensing
music.
shit.
Yeah, you know. So, you know, not only just that, like I said, the crypto stuff, NFTs. I was on a Tory Lanez NFT that grossed over $1 million, which was a crazy thing.
I saw that.
The craziest thing that I've ever, like.
You know Eric?
Eric who?
Mim's old manager. He was a big part of that.
Yeah, I know Eric. Yeah, I know
had him
Eric.
on here. He's a crypto guy. You know, he's my Bitcoin expert, and he was telling me about he was about to do that project with Tory Lanez before it happened.
Yeah.
He was putting Tory Lanez onto the NFT shit, and yeah, fast forward, the shit made him over $1 million.
Yeah, I mean,
Crazy.
literally in a minute, and it was like the way it worked was more money than any record.
Any streaming. How you feel about that? You see Kanye doing his new album off. He's not putting on the DSPs, right? Stream player or some shit. He's trying to get it.
The stem player, and then the way I think it's genius. So, cause put it like this, like when we first had the iPhone 1.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember I heard my girl, her brother was like telling her, I told you when the first iPhone was coming out, and she said, what are we gonna need that for? What does everybody need all that for? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And it's just like, that's the same thing with the stem player. You got to put that in perspective. Now everybody needs it. Now everybody's gonna use it. The stem player, I think, is dope because
what is the stem player?
you could separate the stems of the song on the thing, so you could lower the volume of the vocals and just the drums playing. Take the drums out, just the.
But this is for the regular person that just wants to listen to the album, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like it's just.
So it's an app that allows you to just listen to the music.
It's an actual like thing that has like 4 tracks on it, and
it's not an app for the phone. It's something you have to like buy, like a tangible thing.
Physical device.
Oh.
Physical device is like a circle, and it has 4 tracks, and then vocals, drums, and then it splits a bass, whatever, and then you could take it out, put it back in, or listen to the whole thing. I guess now I guess
that changes the experience to where the consumer can listen to music, right? I guess if the consumer's like, I just want to hear the acapella with the that's kind of producer-ish. That's kind of cool.
That's what I think it is. I think it is producer-ish, but it's like more of like teaching people to be that regular where, hey, if I don't want to hear the vocals right now, I could take it out.
Yeah.
I just want to hear the beat. And, it's not...
That's cool.
It's not a crazy... I feel like it's not like a crazy sale. Like it's not... He sold 35,000 of them.
How much is it for one?
$200.
Oh, $200 for that shit?
Yeah. So you got to think, that's a start. $2 million or whatever he made from that. That's crazy. Like,
yeah. I mean, I do like the idea of music being tangible again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it got to be something that
has CDs and all that.
Rip the plastic off, look at the book, like, you know what I mean? Now
I used to have all my CDs used to be perfect, and like now it's just like, well, what am I gonna listen to? Let's go to random skip on Apple Music.
Like, yo, the album you've been waiting for the whole year drops. Now you just go on your phone and press a button and it's there, and you can listen to it whenever. And now the next shit's gonna come the next day, and music gets old too quick. I always say it's like fast food, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. And because the cycle goes so quick with social media and with the DSPs, that I feel like people are making just fast food music. Just put it out, get it out, let it go up.
Yeah,
let's go to the next shit, get it up, go to the next shit. Like, it's not it's not like Prime 112. It's not like make champagne. Stop making.
Artists are doing schemes right now that are just like, I don't want to say schemes, it's not, but they're making songs shorter, they're making songs loop perfectly.
Or albums longer or short.
So they can
maximize
the streaming and stuff like that, and that's cool to do, but it's like you're sacrificing the music.
The quality.
The quality of the music. You're sacrificing the quality of the music because like you're just thinking like how many streams I can get.
You're thinking too business. That kills the creativity. When you're thinking about money, when you're trying to do art, that's a cancer to the art, bro. Like, I
remember they used to like when I first, the standard for a song was 2:55, 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Try to find a song that's 2 minutes and 55 seconds right now. Most of the songs is 1:30 to 1:45.
Hook versus hook and we out. That's like, bro, what a time.
Drake is probably the only person that still does songs that are that. But everything else that I've been hearing is quick, in and out. You feel what I'm saying? A DJ's got to do 10 times more work because you play a minute song.
But then you think of it the other way where it's like nobody feels like they're getting the money they deserve for each stream. Like, what is a stream worth, right?
Bro,
so we about to give you 4 minutes of content when we could give you 1:30 and you're going to give us the same bag. You know what I mean? Like, so I kind of get why people are trying to finesse it a little bit because artists are getting shortchanged,
Yeah, nah, for sure. That's the only thing we got to get right, which I think is going to be right this next time around where we're going to get a lot more of the percentage. I know that's coming up now where, they're about to Congress about to decide on the percentage now. Again.
Really?
Yeah, so they're projecting it to be a crazier number than it ever was for songwriters and producers. So, I mean, you know, I mean, I don't like to say. I mean, a lot of songwriters, I know they're hurting, and I know that it sucks. But you know, I can't lie. Like before that, I wasn't. I guess just growing up in this age, like it didn't feel that bad to me. But I guess we are getting like when you really look at it, we're
Yo,
getting,
cause that's right. Because yo, your career kind of like flirts and sits in the middle of like you were putting records out before DSPs were popping,
Yeah.
and you know you're in your prime, and now you're putting out records that are on the DSPs. So like you kind of had both vibes. So you're saying you can compare both vibes and say that you kind of like the streaming, like it served you fine, like it didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, we could always use more money, but at this same time, like if you look at back in the day, there was no way for a songwriter to know how much they made on an album. Now you actually know it's recorded and you make money. But before, like that's why I'm saying, like I know what it was before, where it was like hard for them to keep track of royalties for producers because just everything was just like hand to paper. And now everything's just so digital. It's like I could look and see what I made in one day.
That's crazy.
Where I could never do that before.
Yeah.
Where I could see exactly how much money I made from every stream, from every song that I produced. And it's on one platform for me to see. So I mean, I feel like, you know, yeah, we could always use a lot more money, but it was a lot worse.
Yeah. Yeah. There was more bullshit in politics you had to go through.
Yeah.
Reazy, plug your social media for everybody, bro.
Yo, everybody follow me at Reazy Renegade, Reazy Renegade on all platforms.
And okay, so what's the plan now, bro? You about to put this record out? How you rolling out the content? What's the play?
Now I'm putting it out. It's going crazy. It's everywhere. We're gonna put out the video in the next few weeks. It's gonna be crazy, and we're just gonna go
When
up.
do you put on? Are you gonna start putting out records under your name? Like when does it? Are you gonna try to like work this record for a little bit and then come out with maybe something in the summer, or what is?
Yeah. So this all 2022 is nonstop. You know
Talk
what I'm
about
saying?
it.
I got records ready for the whole year with the same caliber of artists.
Can you name some artists that you got in the tuck?
The next joint I got, it got a big dance hall artist. I'm gonna just say it got Cranium on it.
Talk about it.
And then, you know, I got a couple little Dirk records, and it's just we gonna go crazy. Like it's a lot of stuff. Like where I'm just gonna, you know, have fun with it, keep putting out this stuff, and gradually build my fan base and build everything and show like, you know, this is a different type of producer. This is a different artist. This is the new artist. Like you got to be able to do it all. Like produce, then go put the record together, get this feature, get this, shoot the video, all of that stuff. That's a producer. Like you got to really put this stuff together. And I feel like that deserves as much shine as the artist because it's just so much work that we do. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I want to just put this as like the new producer. Like we got to do it all for it. For it to do what you really want it to do, you got to do it. You got to do it yourself.
Yeah, you're the whole label.
Yeah.
you know?
You know what I'm saying? You got to control everything. And
That's
like,
a fact.
And that's how I am. Like I really want to like just change like, and not even like on no Kanye stuff because he just did it a whole different way. But this is like really focusing like on the producer role not being the background.
Right.
That's really what it is. We're not the back. Whoever said that, like I want to know who made that it was like, oh, producers is the background. Like we never said that. It was just kind of a thing that happened.
Yeah, you know who changed that was like the EDM guys in Europe. They were like, yo, hold on. The beat is what makes this song.
Yeah.
Just pull up. I'll pay you a bag. I just need your vocals. Come through for an hour, ladies' vocals, and you can leave.
Yep.
Like, you know, and we're going to handle everything. And it's true. The producers are the brain of most of the record, you know?
Yeah, I mean, so that's.
And now you can put anyone on auto-tune. So it's like what are we talking about?
Yeah,
like, you know, like producers could, do you have any aspirations to do that? Like do vocals on records?
Yeah, I got some stuff like, I'm actually working on this little, I don't want to say.
Yeah, you know.
But I'm working on some with another big artist that I'm actually on the songs. My vocals is on the song. So like I could rap, I could sing. But like I said, I'm gradually gonna go into that.
Got you.
I'm not
Not gonna force
forcing
it. Yeah.
down people's throat because I want it to be handled well.
Right.
And the way to do that is to just keep working, throwing out records, and let people get used to Reazy. You know what I'm saying? Let people get used to Renegade and say, oh shit. Then they're gonna be like, oh damn, he could do that too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm.
Oh, bro. Well, let's get it. You're back in Miami. I'm happy you're working, happy you're moving. It's been a minute since I saw you and Chico, you guys together. You guys have been in the studio working, right?
Yeah.
And there it is, Miami on the rocks, Reazy Renegade. I appreciate you, bro.
Brother.
Bam.